Good morning, you guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Hey. Ho. Hey. Ho. Happy Friday. That was wild. That was crazy. But it's Friday. It's alright. I don't know what's going on with my camera. I don't know if it's about to go out. I don't know. As long as the video comes through fine, I guess for now, that's all I'm going to worry about. It's just one thing after another, so I'm not going to concern myself. I just thought I would talk to y'all really quick while I make my coffee and share with you guys, right? Share with y'all two pictures I viewed, I experienced yesterday. First of all, how are you guys doing this morning? Ooh, that's hot. I hope everyone is doing well. Hope you slept well. I really do. Do you guys have anything planned for this weekend? Whatever it is, make sure that you try to be safe, wise. Think about and look out for others, pray for others, and expect great things to happen. Okay? So, I'm probably going to put some more water in here, but we shall see. I put so much creamer and I used a smaller cup this time. I didn't want it to, overflow. Okay, it's fine. But again, because I put so much creamer, it completely dang near cooled down my coffee. Oh, my coffee hot. Not cold, but hot. So hot. Yeah, yesterday, I was so tired. I tried to redo, the back of my hair. Nothing special, as y'all can see, but just try to clean up the scraggly and the strays and, took down the braids and redid them. So I did that. While I was sitting on the couch, I swept up, I cleaned my living room carpet, I swept and cleaned the kitchen, I changed the cat litter, so the garbage that's on the back is going to go out or down when I go down today after work to donate. Yeah, my house is clean. I got up this morning, sprayed everywhere, everything, opened all windows to try to get fresh air. Because again, last night I'm sitting there doing my hair and and it's quiet. I'm trying to enjoy the peace and the quiet and the fresh air. All of a sudden you get a whiff again of that mess. So somebody done moved in or something, because it's stronger now than ever before. And it's a certain time of evening where it get, kind of loud So that tells me that whoever it is not there as much during the day. There's somebody there during the day smoking, because I smell it while I'm trying to work, right? But then at a certain time in the evening when they all there and they all doing their thing, yeah, I had to shut my windows. But what I did, I was like, I started while I was sitting there doing my hair, I was spraying air freshener all in and out the windows. Oh Lord, I was trying my best, y'all. So I ended up just getting up and going to my room to sleep. Same thing, like before. It's just in the room as well. Coming in strong. So, let me see. I'm trying to get situated here. I don't have a lot of time. I was trying to order some stuff and the money come out of my paycheck. Directly out of my check, and this is through this site through my job, and I had set it up and ordered it 2 days ago, but I can't complete the order because of security. My 224201 number, I don't have anymore, and that's the number I've always used. Now I've updated it on at my job a long time ago, but on this site I had to update it, and it just wasn't working, wasn't going any further, and it might have the first time, but it took so long for me to get the text message on my tablet that by the time I got the message, it was no longer the code. It was no longer usable, and so after that, I kept saying resend, 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 but I wasn't getting it in time. So I called and changed the number with the machine because you couldn't get a live person at the time. And I talked to a. So yesterday after I got off work, I actually spoke to a live person. He also went in and updated the number, which is weird because it was already done. But he told me to log out, clear your cache, da 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 da, and try again. And he said if it don't work, he said in all honesty, he said it could take 30 days because they have to verify. They don't play about security. I'm like 30 days. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'll just get it from somewhere else. But anyway, so while I was working yesterday, I was doing data entry, but then she did ask me to get off, to get on the phones because it got busy. So as it gets busy, they, as I told you before, pull you off and ask you to do, get back on the phone, which is my original job. So I worked the phones for a little bit. And then in the afternoon, I was off phones doing data entry. And actually, she was about to ask me to get back on again, but I was like, thank you, Jesus. She didn't. I looked and I saw the little thing, but somebody's typing a message and it's doing all that. I saw that. I was like, oh, here we go. But she did. Thank God. But anyway, so while I was off, y'all, my hair's so tight. But I don't want to get in the, I don't want to, because I just did it, and I used the oil or grease or whatever in gel to hold the braid in so you don't have those flyaway pieces. I don't want to lay my head in hot water. Of course, I can get a hot, steamy towel, but it's okay for now. It's not tight where I can't withstand it. It's just trying to make the ponytail makes a little bit more sense. Anyway, so while I was working, I was like, you know what? Let me get my headphones and put it in the computer and put the headphones on and watch a movie while I'm working. And that way, a lot of times, I listen to Joyce or whatever, but I don't want to rewatch a certain, and I know they can record and pick up everything. So I was like, I don't want to watch anything that may have cussing in it or something like that. So I used my headphones because I wasn't on the phone, so I didn't use those the headphones to work. Anyway, I saw that Bad Boys was out. Yo. It was actually funny. I liked it. It was actually cute. It was actually funny to me. It really was. As a matter of fact, I said I was going to rewatch it again last night, but I just got so tired. And was going to rewatch it, but I was trying to get some videos edited and stuff, and I was able to get quite a few edit and download it. Now I have to upload it to YouTube and then work on the other ones maybe later today, maybe after I come back from donating. But it was funny. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna spoil it. I thought it was good. I thought it was cute. It was funny. And sometimes just people's mannerisms crack me up. Certain mannerisms. Will Smith is just hilarious to me. Martin to me was funny in this. They really was. It was good. It was good. And you can see how what happened could happen. What's her name was good too. What's the girl that played in Girlfriends? Used to date Common. She's a comedian. Oh, I can't remember her name all of a sudden. Uh, it was on the tip of my tongue. Anyway, she was good in this. So, after I watched that, I was still working. So when that went off, I just finished and focused on my job. And so while I was doing my hair, I was like, okay, what I'm gonna check out while I'm doing my hair, that I haven't seen or that might be interesting. And I saw on there, which I actually started earlier in the day while I was working, which was Sweet Tooth season 3, the last season, right? I watched that, and I actually binged watched that while I finished my hair, and it was good. It was good. It was really, I enjoyed it so much. I was sitting here at times crying. I was like, it was good. It was good. I liked it. I really did. Like, you can see how there could be more, but it don't really make sense that you know, that they make more. But you can see how it could be. Um, but it was really good. It was really good. The doctor was getting on my nerves, but he's a perfect example of battling right from wrong from within yourself. Sometimes it's hard to tell. Sometimes that line can be so thin, and you can go through so much, and everything can get so distorted that it becomes quite difficult. And it just becomes difficult, and you can see that. You can see that struggle that he had, and unfortunately, sometimes with that struggle, you hurt others in the process, right? Of trying to figure it out yourself. You're hurting others in the process. So there were quite a few times where he would just irritate me, like the doctor. I just like, well, but other than that, well, and actually, I'm not gonna say other than that because obviously that's probably what was intended. I'm sure everyone's gonna have a different, take on it. Um, but it was so good. I actually enjoyed it. I'm so glad I watched it. Binge watched it. And I'm trying to think, was there something else I watched that was, I can't remember. I believe that was it. I believe that was it, y'all. And I have to say, they were really good. They were really good. Yeah, I truly enjoyed those pictures, and I was working. I was trying my best not to but laugh at when I was watching Bad Boys and some of the stuff Martin was saying and doing. You couldn't help but giggle. And then even with Will Smith expressions and his replies and comebacks to what Martin would say would just have you giggling. I was like, Lord Jesus, they just had me laughing. It was good. It was funny. It was real, I think. And I don't mean, what I mean by real is you can kind of see the reason behind the actions. I'm gonna tell y'all, I can't help it. So Martin, I guess, has a heart attack or whatever. You know, Will Smith gets married, and at the wedding, on the way to the wedding, they rushing. You thinking the way they had it, like they was finna, they chasing somebody, whatever. But actually, they was rushing to get to his wedding, and Martin wanted to stop to get he. I guess Will was driving too fast. Martin wanted to stop to get something to eat, to do something. He's sweating, and so Will told him, well, in the picture his name is Marcus or whatever, but he told him, look, you got 2 minutes or something. He said I'm pulling off or something, blah blah blah, or coming in to get you. I forget what he said, but so Martin Lawrence runs in the convenience store, and first thing he grabbed was some Skittles. He started eating them, and then he run around there looking for other stuff. He runs up to the counter to pay for it, and he see the hot dogs, and he stick his nose all up them hot dogs. And then, can you make one? I need you to do that real quick. I need you to hurry up. And so the guy making hot dogs, and all of a sudden, somebody comes up behind Martin with a gun, trying to hold the store up. Convenience store. He said, "Oh man, not today, not today. We any other day but today." And the dude was like, shut up. Nah, 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 nah. He said, look, dude, if I'm not back out there in that car a certain amount of time, you gonna have hell come in and rain down on you. Something he said. And dude, shut up. Nah, nah, nah. Next thing you know, Will Smith comes in the convenience store, and he like, no. His actions was, so you think he's doing that because of the store being robbed, but he was doing it because he said, Marcus. He was talking to Martin. He was like, tell me those ain't Skittles. And he gonna say, them ain't my Skittles. And the convenience man behind the counter going, yes, they is. That's the first thing he grabbed when he came in the door. And then Will said something else. And Martin Lawrence gonna say, no, that's not something. And then the man behind the counter go, yes, it is. And he gonna say, man, shut up. It was just too funny. But anyway, he took dude down quick. And they told him to call. They gave him the gun, tied dude up. Something they did so he couldn't get away, and told them to call 911. And he was like, but ain't you the police? They was like, not today. And they left because they was going to his wedding. They get to the wedding, have a good time. Martin Lawrence dancing, having a good time. They playing some good music. Wobble, baby, wobble, wobble. And he falls out. Will CPR brings him back. And so while he's out, he's seeing all this stuff and blah, 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 blah. And he comes back, he gets up, he walks out, but he got on the gown, hospital gown, always behind out. And he goes up to the roof of the hospital. Will follows him and was like, oh, buddy, what you doing up there? Thinking he about to jump or something, kind of calm him, bring him off the ledge. And he was, he came off the ledge or whatever, but it was so funny because that experience in the dream, their captain who died in the episode prior, told him it wasn't his time yet. So he took that as if he can't die. He took that as a sign as he couldn't die. And so, because it ain't his time yet. And so, he also was telling Will, I didn't want to tell you this, but he said, we soulmates. We've been partners for a long time. We've been down. He said, even prior to now. He was like, he said previously your name was da 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 da, mine was blah 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 blah. And in each one of his, I didn't want to tell you this, but he always was the more dominant one. And one scene he tells Will, he says, well, I didn't want to tell you this. He said, but he said one time, he said in one life, he said you was a donkey. And he said I was your master or something. And he said he said you was so hard-headed. He said I just kept on whooping on you, beating on you. He said something. I forget. He said you acting like a donkey now. Something he told him. It's so funny. You have to watch it. And Will going, Is it nap time? Did you take your medicine? Oh, it was funny. And then it was one scene where his son-in-law, Martin's son-in-law, he, right after that, he get out of the hospital. Will takes him to the house, and he going through the house looking for his snacks and stuff. And they had already put everything up, and he's blaming the son-in-law. He said, "Listen, I got cameras in my house." Looked at the cameras. It wasn't him. It was the wife. The son-in-law sitting on the couch. He said, "Why don't you get a job?" He said, "I got a job." He said, "Well, why are you here?" He said, basically, he's letting them know I'm off. He works for the Marines or something. The son-in-law is in law. He's worked for the Navy, Army, whatever. But I guess he was home for whatever reason. So later, as they looking at cameras, and the bad guys was coming into his home, and he wasn't there. And so he called, and the son-in-law picked up. He said, "Get everybody out the house now." Da, 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 da. He explained to him quick, and the son-in-law said, "Got it." And he took the family. He put them all in the closet. And his training kicked in. Whatever his job was, I think he said Navy. I don't know what it was. I honestly forget. Marines, whatever the hell it is or was, it kicked in. And when I tell y'all, bruh man went to work, them mugs was coming in, and he was on it. He was taking them all out. Martin them, they was watching from the camera, go, what, what? And then like somebody was sneaking up behind him, and they on the camera screaming, "Somebody behind!" And he knew somebody was behind him. He turned around and popped him. Man, I tell y'all, he was moving. He went to work. And then somebody got bound and was opening the door to the closet where the family was. He took them out. I was like, he was on it. When I tell y'all, he was wiping their butts out. And they was like, oh my God. They was like, he took out over 20 men by himself. And so that takes you to the end of it. And the end was, everything's fine, everything out there barbecuing, Martin and Will going back and forth about who gonna grill, who gonna do this, do that. And he's standing behind them with his stuff, and they're like, "Can we help you?" He was like, "I'm just waiting to use the grill, sir." And all this, and they was like, "Man, get the hell out of here. You're not finna grill. This is what we do." So they have the conversation with they self. Dude never moved. He just standing there holding his plate, looking at them. And they like, "Is he still standing behind us?" Mark was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Man, tell your son-in-law what's up." And he said, "But he took out 15 men by himself." He protected the family. And they looked at him, and Will say, "He do got that weird look in his eyes, don't he?" They said, "You know what? You go on the grill, we'll do something else." I enjoyed it. It was funny. Some of the things they were saying, especially Martin, was hilarious because this dude felt like he could not die. That it was an alligator. Martin was in the water. This big alligator came, and Martin and Will was like, "You gotta get out of there. My gun is at the bottom." He was like, "No, I got this. I can't die. I can't." He said, "Why?" And he turned around and he said something to the alligator, and the alligator eyes rolled back. He said, "See," and he backed up. He was like, "See, I told you I can't die." And the alligator came back and went. Bit the heck out of Martin, and then of course Will had to save him. It was so funny. He just knew he couldn't. He was running out on the street just doing crazy stuff because I can't die. And what was another scene? Oh my God, what scene was that? Oh, I can't remember. At the end, well, right before the end, Will had to make a choice to shoot either his wife or Martin. And so what he ended up doing, which I thought was smart as freak, he shot Martin because Martin had a vest on. So he didn't shoot him anywhere where he could hurt him. He shot him because he knew he was going to duck or fall. And as soon as he did, it gave him an opportunity to shoot the man that was behind him that had his wife. And the way he shot him, he just kept shooting him, so it didn't give him time to get up and do nothing else. And I was like, yes, yes. I loved it. And even Will's son in this ended up helping. They boss that died, wife blamed Will because he felt like if it wasn't for Will's son, his he wouldn't have got killed. And so anyway, the daughter, the boss's daughter, was kidnapped, and he was there, and he ended up saving her. Like, I mean, he was fighting just like Will, like, and he was taking him down as much as he could, but in the process getting hurt, and she ended up helping him as he helped her. And so when Mom showed up on the screen, who was a cop and was about to kill him, she got all this rage because, man, my husband dead because of you. And the little girl was like, no, he saved my life, don't do it. And she was gonna take him out. And if it wasn't for that little girl jumping in front of that gun, he probably would be dead. But she was like, no, he saved my life. He's not what you think. She's like, he saved my life. So anyway, she ended up letting him go. So anyway, guys, I'm going to talk to y'all later. It's 7:23, so I can only hear and get logged in. I already restarted my computer and everything, so hopefully I won't have to get on the phones. I know they're not going to do VTO. We know that's not going to happen. But it would be nice if it did, so that I can donate earlier, because Jeremiah had things to do today, but I don't have a choice. I couldn't do it yesterday. I didn't feel like it yesterday. He wasn't here anyway. Staying time to come back on. I really don't have a choice but to go today. Alright, guys. I'm going to talk to you later. Enjoy your Friday morning. I don't know if I'll talk to you throughout the day, depending on how busy the day is. But either way, y'all enjoy the morning. Treat one another right. And again, expect great things, okay? I'll talk to you later. Bye. I choose you. I don't know what Chop at. He must be in Jeremiah room. Or under something. Let me charge up this tablet so when it's time to go, I won't have to worry about it. I'm on my last break, y'all. 1:15. They put my break, I think, so close because they won't for the last 3 hours. Probably for me to do nothing but work. Right? No breaks. And then sometimes the phone gets they get really busy in the afternoon. So probably if I have to be pulled off, they probably don't want to be worried about me going on break or blah blah blah. But I'm gonna take a break anyway. It could be my blast break or not. If I have to pee or I get tired, I'm getting up. Woo! I know this don't look right. I didn't take the time to do it right. Let me stop messing with my head anyway. Oh yeah. Anyway, y'all, on my last break, I'm gonna go ahead and pee and then go back in there and relax until it's time to get up. I'm gonna leave everything in here so that it can get charged. Well, the computer fine, but my tablet, I'm gonna have to leave it in here so it can charge. Let me turn it up. Hopefully I will hear it if anyone were to call it anything. I can always bring it in my room and plug it up. I just don't feel like it. maybe I'll short. I think I will. Let me just go ahead and unplug this. And I'll just bring it over the room and let it charge up. And yeah, guys, I just thought about it. I want to talk to y'all on my break. I think I'm going to just take a minute and do nothing and go blow my nose. So I will talk to y'all later, okay? Bye.